Welcome to MMA Unleashed. Your fight news, drama, and highlights unleashed. The thrilling main event caps off a night of incredible fights. UFC 320 was a night to remember for MMA fans, as the main card delivered a series of thrilling fights that showcased the incredible talent and skill of the world's top fighters. From the opening bout to the main event, the action was nonstop, with several standout performances that left the crowd at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on the edge of their seats. In the main event, former kickboxing champion Pereira continued his meteoric rise in the UFC, knocking out the heavily favored Magomed Ankalaev in the first round to claim the light heavyweight title. Pereira's stunning victory capped off a night of incredible fights, including a dominant performance by bantamweight champion Dvalishvili and a comeback knockout win for Jiří Procházka. Throughout the night, the fighters delivered a masterclass in the art of MMA, showcasing their striking, grappling, and overall fighting prowess. The reactions from the MMA community were equally electric, with fighters and analysts alike weighing in on the night's events and praising the performances of the athletes.
I was there mentally, but physically I felt like I was so tired and fatigued for some reason. I do cut a lot of weight. I don't know what I did wrong. But it is what it is. You know, it took him dominating me in the first round and kind of slamming me in the first round, and I woke up. And then I realized, I also knew too that while he was on top and controlling me and I was losing the round, I knew he was going to get tired. So I didn't think he would get tired as fast as he did. Like, it's very noticeable. But that was our game plan. It was okay to go into the second round, just minimize damage. I just wish I would have done a better job with my execution on wrestling. I mean, listen, I have big power. I hit him perfectly right on the back of that ear or right on the ear, and I know when I hit people, I usually hurt them unless your name's Kelvin Gastelum. So I knew he's not a guy that likes to get hit hard, and I know he's not a guy that doesn't like pressure. Again, it's not. I don't want to be disrespectful of him. He is a very tough fighter. He is a very skilled fighter. When I say tough, it's like, is he the guy that's going to take a beat down for 15 minutes? I don't believe so. So that's why I said I don't think he's the toughest guy, but he's a very skilled fighter. I think it gives me a shot at top 15 or ranks me at top 15. That's a finish over a guy with 28 wins and 6 losses. And the only guys he lost to was Kyle Barhalio and Sean Strickland, and I finished them faster than both of them after getting my whooped. Honestly, I would say, maybe Christmas time, early New Year, we'll see. I want to get checked out. I think I dropped a couple elbows with my left one, and it hurts a little bit. So as long as I'm injury-free, I would like to fight beginning of the new year or end of the year, depending on the matchup. But I would like a Marvin Vettori next, Condolences to his brother and everything like that. I think Marvin's a great fighter, and I would like to test myself against him.
Joe Pyfer kicks off the main card with a thrilling submission victory. The main card of UFC 320 kicked off with a bang, as Joe Pyfer took on Abus Magomedov in a welterweight bout. Pyfer, who had been making waves in the UFC with his impressive performances, came into the fight as the underdog against the more experienced Magomedov. However, Pyfer proved that he was more than up to the challenge, as he showcased his grappling skills to secure a second-round rear-naked choke victory. The fight was a back-and-forth affair, with Magomedov dominating the first round with his wrestling and control. But Pyfer remained calm and composed, waiting for his opportunity to strike. In the second round, Pyfer landed a clean shot that dropped Magomedov, and he quickly capitalized by taking the fight to the ground and locking in a submission. The victory was a testament to Pyfer's resilience and skill, and it set the tone for the rest of the main card. Reactions to the fight were equally impressive, with fighters like Kamaru Usman and Derek Brunson praising Pyfer's performance. Usman noted that he was impressed by Pyfer's grappling, while Brunson commended Pyfer's ability to weather the storm and secure the finish.
It makes me proud to represent those two people, which is my mom and my dad, and obviously my brother that passes away, rest in peace, and to represent the family, the Zalal family. It means the world to me. I'm getting like a little bit more emotional right now, but I'm so happy and I'm so grateful I got to spend this moment before I die in my life. So that means the world to me, that I can go and be done for the rest of my life and said I experienced that moment with my mom in here, and yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, but it was my whole game plan with him. I knew if you give him a fight, he will actually do a lot better than what people think. And if people think, oh, he's 40 years old, he's slow. He's not slow, he's fast. And so I had to give where the respect is, but you also got to respect my game. So for you to come in rushing like that, it's not going to be a good idea. So I'm just glad what I did. And like I said, alhamdulillah, I'm very happy. So that armbar, I was way too high. That's why he was able to like flip me over. But I trained my professor, Busy Kohea. He's one of the best armbar guys I ever met in my life. Like, I don't give him my arm. Like, you're not taking my arm. I will stab you. Like, I would fight you, you know? And then as soon as I saw him, I got his grip, his famous grip and everything. And I was like, okay, I have this arm. And obviously, as soon as I felt him, I was like, I'm giving my respect and my due to the guy that's been here since I've been not even in the UFC. So I respect that. He said tap, I let it go, and then we both go healthy. Laurent fought Josh Emmett for 5 rounds. I got to do it in 1 minute and 38 seconds, and Diego is on a like a crazy streak right now as well too. He beat a guy that's unbelievable. So look, give him the shot and I fight Laurent. Whoever wins gets a title shot. I'll be more glad to do that. If not, whatever the UFC has for me, obviously I have my goal to be a world champion, and I will be a world champion.
Youssef Zalal continues his winning streak with a dominant submission victory. Next up on the main card was a featherweight bout between Youssef Zalal and Josh Emmett. Zalal, who had been on a hot streak in the UFC, was looking to continue his momentum against the veteran Emmett. The fight was a showcase of Zalal's grappling prowess, as he quickly took the fight to the ground and locked in a first-round armbar submission. The victory was a dominant performance from Zalal, who showed that he was more than capable of hanging with the top fighters in the division. Reactions to the fight were equally impressive, with fighters like Belal Muhammad and Derek Brunson praising Zalal's performance. Muhammad called Zalal a monster, while Brunson noted that the plus 380 odds on Emmett were valid, given Zalal's dominance. For Zalal, the victory was a significant milestone in his career, as he continued to establish himself as one of the top prospects in the featherweight division. With his 8th consecutive win, Zalal has firmly cemented his place as a fighter to watch in the UFC.
I would like to show every time a little step up. But this time, I felt like I need to go through the blood. Like he said, when the blood war will come, it will be necessary. And for me, it was necessary to be really in the game, to really want it, to really be in the here and now and find a way.
Jiří Procházka pulls off a stunning comeback knockout victory. The co-main event of UFC 320 featured a light heavyweight clash between Jiří Procházka and Khalil Rountree. Procházka, who had been on a tear in the UFC, was looking to continue his winning streak against the dangerous Rountree. The fight was a back-and-forth affair, with Rountree dominating the early rounds with his striking and pressure. However, Procházka remained calm and composed, waiting for his opportunity to strike. In the 3rd round, Procházka landed a devastating combination that dropped Rountree and secured the knockout victory. The comeback win was a testament to Procházka's resilience and fighting spirit, as he refused to be deterred by Rountree's early onslaught. Reactions to the fight were equally impressive, with fighters like Michael Chandler, Belal Muhammad, and Kamaru Usman praising Procházka's performance. Chandler called the fight "Why We Love the Sport," while Usman described Procházka as a madman for his willingness to engage in a blood war to secure the victory. For Procházka, the win was a significant milestone in his career, as he continued to establish himself as one of the top light heavyweights in the UFC. With his impressive performance, Procházka has firmly cemented his place as a must-watch fighter in the division. Merab Dvalishvili dominates Corey Sandhagen to retain the bantamweight title. In the co-main event, bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili put his title on the line against the dangerous Corey Sandhagen. Dvalishvili, who had been on a tear in the UFC, was looking to continue his dominance and cement his place as the best bantamweight in the world. The fight was a showcase of Dvalishvili's relentless wrestling and pressure, as he repeatedly took Sandhagen down and controlled the fight on the ground. Dvalishvili landed an incredible 20 takedowns over the course of the 5-round fight, just one shy of Khabib Nurmagomedov's UFC record. Sandhagen put up a valiant effort, but he was ultimately unable to overcome Dvalishvili's overwhelming grappling and pace. The champion's performance was a masterclass in MMA, as he showcased his well-rounded skills and his ability to impose his will on his opponent. Reactions to the fight were equally impressive, with fighters like Henry Cejudo and Petr Yan praising Dvalishvili's performance. Cejudo called Dvalishvili the greatest bantamweight of all time and arguably the greatest UFC fighter on planet Earth, while Yan noted that he can't wait to test him next. For Dvalishvili, the victory was a significant milestone in his career, as he continued to cement his place as one of the top fighters in the UFC. With his dominant performance, Dvalishvili has firmly established himself as the man to beat in the bantamweight division. Alex Pereira stuns the MMA world with a knockout victory over Magomed Ankalaev. The main event of UFC 320 was a highly anticipated light heavyweight title fight between champion Magomed Ankalaev and the surging challenger Alex Pereira. Pereira, a former kickboxing champion, was looking to add the UFC title to his impressive resume, while Ankalaev was seeking to defend his belt and cement his place as the top light heavyweight in the world. The fight started with both fighters feeling each other out, but it wasn't long before Pereira landed a devastating combination that dropped Ankalaev and secured the knockout victory. The finish came as a shock to many, as Ankalaev had been widely favored to retain his title and continue his dominant run in the UFC. Pereira's victory was a testament to his incredible striking skills and his ability to adapt to the MMA game. Despite being the underdog, he remained calm and composed throughout the fight, waiting for his opportunity to strike and capitalize on Ankalaev's mistakes. Reactions to the fight were equally impressive, with fighters and analysts alike praising Pereira's performance. Justin Gaethje called Pereira straight inspiration, while Henry Cejudo declared that Poatan is back on top of the world. Even Kamaru Usman, who had been critical of Pereira in the past, admitted that became to thump. For Pereira, the victory was a significant milestone in his career, as he cemented his place as one of the top light heavyweights in the world. With his impressive performance, Pereira has firmly established himself as a force to be reckoned with in the UFC, and fans can expect to see him continue to make waves in the division in the months and years to come. Mike Perry continues his reign of violence with a knockout victory in BKFC. While the main card of UFC 320 was the main event of the evening, the action didn't stop there. In the World of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship BKFC, Mike Perry continued his reign of violence with a knockout victory over Jeremy Stephens. Perry, who has become known for his no-holds-barred fighting style, delivered a dominant performance against the veteran Stephens, ultimately securing a 5th-round TKO victory. The fight was a showcase of Perry's raw power and aggression, as he relentlessly pressured Stephens and refused to back down. In the aftermath of the fight, Perry had a message for none other than Conor McGregor, challenging the former UFC champion to a fight in the BKFC. While the likelihood of such a matchup remains to be seen, it's clear that Perry is not one to shy away from a challenge and is always looking to test himself against the best in the business. Overall, UFC 320 was a night to remember for MMA fans, with a series of thrilling fights that showcased the incredible talent and skill of the world's top fighters. From the opening bout to the main event, the action was nonstop, and the reactions from the MMA community were equally electric.
Anything I've said that maybe ridiculed anyone in the company, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The king of violence does what the he wants, and I'm grateful for it. Thanks.
How could you come here and see this live and not want to take part? I for sure want to take part in this. So I'm lining this up. I've got my fight. I know I'm going to do the little face up and all that and say the quotes and this and that. You know, I see maybe why you don't want to fight Mundell for the world title. Like you saw Christine has the world title on her and the king or the queen of violence. That's the legacy. But no, it's not even about a disrespect. I have all the height of respect for you, and I'd love to do it someday with you for sure.
Thanks for watching MMA Unleashed. Smash that like button, drop your fight pics in the comments, and subscribe so you never miss the next war inside the cage.